Being on YouTube, I get a ton of people who ask me, what does focused flow actually mean? Okay, nobody's actually asked me that, but if they did, this video should serve as an accurate definition to the term focused flow.
We're at the soccer fields now. It's been a while since I trained here. I'm just gonna get warmed up real quick. And by warmed up, I mean I'm just gonna be doing a few basic flips before I try to do some lines. I already did some previous exercise to get my blood flowing, okay? These are just the warm up flips, right? Get what I'm saying? So warm up before you do flips. I noticed like Sean Batista gets such a tight tuck. You look at his form when he does it in slow motion, he keeps his head and back in like this hollow position as he's coming up for it. I think that's what allows him to get such a tight tuck, because if you huck yourself back, not only does that limit your height sometimes, but as you're trying to throw your legs up, they're trying to just follow where your chest is moving. Whereas when you really get in that hollow position, you meet up with your thighs and then you kind of spin. I don't know. Oh, that was good. I think that was good. I know we're just warming up and this isn't even what we're doing today, but this is precisely why when you do reps, don't just do the flip, all right? This is why every time I practice the flip, even if I've done it 1,000 times, every single time I'm trying it, I'm trying to do the highest, cleanest possible version of that flip that I can. And doing that, instead of just repping it out, that makes you focused. It makes you think about what kind of techniques and stuff that you can improve upon. So right now, I just learned a little technique to improve my backflips just that much more. And it might not even be noticeable to most people, but those little things add up over time. And that's how you improve. That was pretty good. Oh, there we go. Subtle tweaks, but that's a good warm-up. Let's get to line training.
The start of this YouTube channel was just meant to serve as a means to document my free running progression in the summer of 2018. And if any of you were subscribed for that long, then you remember a time when this channel was called Jer's Free Running Journey, which then changed to Jer's Free Running, and then changed to Focused Flow. So what happened? Well, as I progressed in my free running, like many others, I developed a more specific style that I wanted to focus on. Free running is such a broad sport and there's so many different styles of movement for you to train, so the athletes often find a particular style of movement that they find most enjoyable and start to stick with that. As I progressed in my free running and started watching other free runners, I realized what I found most appealing was flow.
The plan is to come up with some line using this wall. I have an idea of using like a palm spin into some sort of flip, probably like an Arabian or back full, but I gotta piece together the rest of the line. Really trying to think of something. Got something. Don't know how good looking that was though. That was good job. Thanks. I'm gonna try timing a movement to the camera. Hopefully it works as well as I want. right, just take that one. I think that was all right.
So flow is usually thrown around in free running when describing somebody's movement, but what's the actual definition of flow? I'd say it's generally accepted that flow is used to describe the smoothness of an athlete's transitions between tricks in a given line. In order to better exemplify what flow actually is, I'm going to be showing you the same lines done with and without flow. What you'll notice in the example with flow is that there's no loss of momentum throughout the entire line. This is a very simple and short line, but the point still stands.
Now comparing that to the line without flow, you can see the hesitation in the line. In the first trick, I don't land in any way that'll allow me to smoothly continue the line without stutter stepping or changing the pace, making this line not flowy. Simple, right?
So now that we know what flow is, what is focused flow? Focus flow is really just a made-up term by me, but I use it to describe the type of flow that I aim to achieve in every single one of my lines. The simplest way to describe it is that focus flow basically takes all the characteristics of normal flow, but takes away any running in between your line. So while this previous example is done with flow, it's not with focus flow because there is that running in between the two obstacles. The way I like to think about it is that in focused flow, your line is basically just one big tricking combo as opposed to being composed of different individual tricks. Every trick you lands in the setup for the next trick. And when I say a trick, it doesn't have to be a flip, doesn't even have to be a palm spin type vault or anything like that. It just has to be some transitionary move other than running. Now, I don't mean to imply that I'm the only free runner who has ever done lines with this type of flow. That couldn't be further from the truth. I've seen many free runners do it, and that's part of the reason which inspired me to want to do it myself. But what I do pride myself in is the fact that in every single one of my edits, every single one of my lines, other than some of the previous ones I just showed you for example's sake, they have been done with focused flow. Some better than others, and of course, my lines could use a lot of work, and I'm still working on just getting better tricks and cleaner tricks in general, but you should see that with every one of my lines, and that's something that I just love to do and always want to strive for because it's my favorite style of free running. So with that all being said, enough talking, more training.
So I know I was training lines today, but I do want to get a wall full today. So that's a wall backflip with a 360. So a back full off the wall. Do to make it true. Best one yet. I got a line idea that might work. I'm gonna just do a kick the moon palm spin to a kind of like butt spin little thing and pop into a back full ideally. We're just gonna try it. Yeah, I went for the Arabian. Yeah, I'm getting tired. One thing that I learned when I first adopted this style of flow is that it takes much longer to apply new tricks that I just learned in the lines. Because every trick has to be connected seamlessly within the line, it requires an additional kind of mastery over that trick before you can connect it with that level of flow, if that makes sense. So you'll probably know if you've seen more of my videos that when I'm just training my singular tricks, I can do a lot more, significantly more than what I can do in terms of connecting those tricks in different lines. That being said though, it makes it that much more rewarding when I can apply it in a line. I'm actually really happy to make this video because I've been wanting to talk about the philosophy behind my free running style for a while now. And of course, I would love to hear what you guys have to say about your free running style. What's your favorite type of movement? Do you like big jumps? Do you like really technically hard tricks? Do you like flow? That's gonna about do it for this video. I didn't get as many lines as I wanted to, but still had fun training and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like this video, maybe consider subscribing and I hope to see you in the next one.